Hey guys, welcome to BLONITY Daily. First, a little disclaimer, this is no financial advice, my own opinion and estimates. My estimates could be completely wrong. Don't trust, always verify, understand the numbers, be aware of scammers, and you know the best how to invest your money. Please be aware that I'm invested in Hive Blockchain, Argo Blockchain, Bitfarms, HD8, KR1, DMG Blockchain, and DigiHost. Okay, let's jump right into it. So Bitcoin is close to 60,000 right now. I think it's just a matter of time. Everything looks bullish. So we have to wait a little bit to get this confirmation. But I think April is gonna be a very good month for Bitcoin because March was not really good for Bitcoin. It was okay. I mean, it was green. For the miners, it was not good. I'm 1% in green right now in March in 30 days. So okay, I'm not in red. I think it's more or less because of KR1 or so. It was not a great month, to be honest. But that's why I think April could be very good. So Bitcoin 2%, Ethereum 1%. Yeah, Polkadot stable here right now. Hive 0% here. It's lagging a little bit. HD8 2%, Bitfarms 2%, Argo Blockchain -4. That's interesting. Mara 14%, Riot 4%. So we can see that these Nasdaq companies like Mara and Riot, they are performing right now a lot better. We will see how this all plays out. I read a lot of comments that people going now into Mara because they say these other Canadian stocks, they will not move again. So I think when the last weekend sold his stocks, I think that's when we make a big move. Yeah, I really like the chart from HD8 right now. Because you can see here these support line here, these long-term support line since the beginning of the bull run. Then we can see here these Fibonacci retracement here. We're perfectly right now above the 61.8 here. So that's really the support here. We dropped down a little bit 2 times here in this correction, but now we're here. And then we have this resistance line here, this falling resistance line here. So that looks for me when we can break out here and the volume is going to 0 right now. So when we can break out here, that could trigger a big move. But I think to break out, we need something like a trigger. We need Bitcoin above 60,000, or we need very good news from HD8, for example, to trigger this. We will see. But for the other companies, it looks the same. Also for Bitfarms, for example, we have this resistance line here, so we're very close to this one. Yeah, we will see. We will see how this all plays out. Right now, Mara is really strong. To be honest, that's congratulations to all the guys who are holding Mara. I'm holding it right now, not, but I really think I will make a position in Mara very soon. First I need to break out for the other miners, for the small cap miners here, and then I will do a little bit some portfolio adjustments. I have a plan for this. Where is it all going, my portfolio, after the next leg up? But I really will wait for this. I made my strategy and I will stick to the strategy. No need to make crazy moves here. I think these smaller cap miners here, they have huge potential, and it's for me just a matter of time. Okay, what else do we have? We have the 4 natural laws of Bitcoin. So this picture, I think it's very interesting here. You can see the spring of flowers and fruits, the years 2013, 17, and 21. So this is right now, we have spring, everything is growing. Then we have the summer of death, that was 2014, 2018, and 2022 could be. So next year we could see the peak, or maybe at the end of this year, and then we're entering the bear market. So then that's summer and the summer of death. Then we could have autumn here of strengthening the underground roots. So the roots are growing. So this is then the building phase. This is when our miners, for example, will finish these huge facilities, for example, like Argo with the 200 to 800 megawatt facility. I think other miners will follow. So that's when they're building. That could be 2023 or something like this. And then we have winter of a lot of rain and halving. That's gonna be 2024. That's the hard time for the miners, or for the Bitcoiners especially. And yeah, then it starts again, the cycle. So I really like this one here. So it's really important to understand that Bitcoin and crypto in general, yeah, they're big. It has big cycles in the long term here. So you can see these 4-year cycles, but also in the short term. We can see this here with the Bitcoin price. We have right now we have these monthly cycles. We have this one here, these cycles, and especially with the miners, we have these cycles too. Yeah, look for example for Hive Blockchain, we have this cycle, this cycle, this cycle. So it all comes in waves, and yeah, that's nothing special for crypto. This is how it works, and yeah, that's what we need to know. Okay, let's move on. So our friend Curtis Lucas from Empire Building, with his nice channel, he made a video and he showed us some pictures from Marathon Digital, the Hardin, Montana Bitcoin mining facility there. Yeah, in Montana they have this coal-fired power plant there with 105 megawatts, and now they're building the facility. You can see it's not a beauty. It consists of containers, but yeah, the good thing is they're building it, and it seems like there's some containers operational, like this one here. It looks completed, for example, and there are more pictures there. And yeah, I really was a little bit concerned in the past about Mara. How can they build such a big facility in such a short time? I was always thinking, yeah, they're building one big building, and when it's completed, they can put in the miners and run them. Yeah, and I was concerned because that would not be possible in such a short period of time. So they decided to build this modular system with these containers, so you can go step by step. So you can get the first tranche of miners. You set up like 3 containers, put the miners in. Yeah, and then the next month you get the next tranche of like 2,000 or 5,000 miners. You have another like 5 containers, and every container has a small transformer, or 2 containers have a transformer. So it's possible to scale this thing, and I think that's very important. Yeah, we can see it's still in construction. It's still very early. Yeah, but they're building it, and it's not about how pretty this facility looks like. It's more about what's in these containers, and in these containers they're going to be the most efficient miners right now, the S19s. Yeah, they will generate a lot of money, that's for sure. So yeah, I think Mara made a lot of things right. First of all, they raised a lot of capital in January, when there was the right time for this. The market was very good. They raised like 300 million. Then they purchased 10 exahash in miners, and they made this partnership with the energy company, which is also very important to get the cheap electricity and the support there. Yeah, and then they bought a lot of bitcoins, which now has doubled. They have doubled in value within 2 months. So Mara, yeah, they made a lot of things right, in my opinion. Again, this facility, there's a lot, yeah, there has a lot of to be done here to complete this. But with this modular system here, I think it will work. Yeah, it reminds me also for HUD 8. I mean, they have this modular system with containers. HUD 8 is completed since 3 years. It's a beauty facility. You can watch it on the website. And I think Mara wants to do the same here. So yeah, I think yeah, after the next leg up in the next correction, I definitely will hold a position in Mara. I mean, I was a holder last year in Mara for a while. I made huge gains with Mara, and yeah, this year too. But yeah, I'm always swapping into these small cap miners because, in my opinion, they should have more potential. Sometimes I'm right, sometimes I'm wrong. Yeah, I hope that these guys some of them can announce, for example, a NASDAQ listing or so in April. That would help a lot to get this, because the difference of volume is huge, from NASDAQ to, for example, TSXV or so. Okay, yeah, then we have Galaxy Digital here, for example. It has a very nice chart. So okay, we had a big correction here last week. That was a huge correction, but first we had this huge pump. Then the great correction here of 40%. Yeah, but now it's rising again. And Galaxy, yeah, they filed the financials from Q4 2020. And yeah, they look very nice, in my opinion. Yeah, I was a holder of Galaxy since 2019. I made yeah, a lot of money with Galaxy. It's a great company. I know this company very well. And yeah, it's sometimes a little bit boring. I really like to invest more in these miners because they're a lot more volatile and more dynamic. But to be honest, when you look at the chart here, that looks great. I mean, I bought my first tranche below $1 of Galaxy. It's now 24. So I mean, I would have been smarter to hold this stock and not to sell it. It's a, in my opinion, it's a stock to hold and not to trade or to sell. So yeah, this will also be part of my new strategy here for my portfolio, to have these holdings which I don't want to sell. Okay, I can show you very fast how I read these financials from Galaxy, very short here. First, yeah, I go to the financials here. I go to the assets, and you can see within 1 year from 400 million US dollars to 1.45 billion US dollars. So that's a huge increase here. They also have had a lot of cash at the end of December here. That's very important. They have huge digital assets here, like 850 million. From 85 million to 850 million, so exactly 10x. Or is it 9x? I don't know. Then we have the investments, so from 158 million to 260 million. So that increase is not that big, but I will tell you why later. So that's very important. And yeah, then I check the income, and that looks also very nice. The income for the year is 538 million US dollars. In 2019 it was 25 million, so yeah, that's the difference. And I think in this year it's gonna be a lot bigger because they're investing in all of these companies. So that looks very nice. Then what's very important about Galaxy Digital is often the Yahoo Finance or so, or Bloomberg or so, they say they have only 1 or 2 billion market capitalization. That is wrong, because they only report the Class A unit shares here, and that's 65 million. And yeah, the total is 305 million, because there are Class B shares of, I think, 215 million or something like this. I think the most of them are owned by Mike Novogratz, and they can exchange these Class B shares into Class A shares. So we have to calculate these Class B shares into the market capitalization with the market price. And then you would see that we have like 300 million total shares at a price of 25 US dollars approximately. So that's like 6 billion market capitalization, in my opinion, for this company. I think it's not overvalued, definitely not. More undervalued than overvalued, because Galaxy is gonna be that giant in this crypto space. I think it's possible that they will go to 50 to 100 billion within this year if Bitcoin can climb to 200, 300,000 or so. And a lot of these investment companies or a lot of these investments can file for an IPO. That would really help Galaxy to explode, in my opinion. So yeah, these financials are very big. There's a lot of stuff here. It's very interesting to read them. I've read them in 2019 and 2020. Right now, I really focus on on a few things here. I think in the financials, is there something special here? BTC, no. I think we will go to the MD&A. That's sometimes a little bit more interesting. Here you can see these digital assets here again. For example, from 2018, 68 million, 2019, 86 million, now 850 million. Yeah, then we have these investments here again. Then we have this net realized gain on digital assets here of 270 million, so that's very huge. Let's move on. The big part here is the holdings in Bitcoin and the holdings of investments. That's for me the most important stuff. We can also see that the trading here is a big part of the income. It's also very important. That's definitely the biggest part of this company right now. So the investments and the trading of these investments. Yeah, so let's move on here. Where are these investments? I think that we have to go a little bit down. So you can see these investments are not 100% in only crypto. So it's also a little bit classified into finance, into services and business, high-tech industry, finance, technology, and so on. But the focus is on crypto. So the select holdings here. We can see here on this side here the fair value right now, and we can see the cost. For example, yeah, they bought at 9.3 million and it's now 22.8 million, the Mt. Gox investment. Or we can see BlockFi here. Yeah, it's a 7x or something like this, 2.8 million, and now it's 20 million. So the best investment was Cryptology Asset Group. Yeah, the cost was 877,000. It's now close to 20 million. So this is a more than 20x investment here. That's very good. But you can see the most of these investments, they still have the same value here. For example, Bitfury has a fair value of 9 million, the cost, and the fair value is 9 million, and these are the two. So these companies the most of them are not publicly listed right now. They are not traded on an exchange or so. But for example, if Bitfury goes for an IPO in this bull run, for example, you can expect that this shares here, this stock here will increase like crazy. And I think that's the big potential here for Galaxy Digital. You can see that these investments right now, they have no big gains because they're not publicly traded. Yeah, but when they go like Cryptology Asset Group, for example, I think something like this here is possible. And then the income will be huge. What's also interesting, the only miner they hold at end of December was Hut 8 Mining Corporation. They hold some warrants here at 3.6 million fair value. But I think they started their mining business in the Q1 2021. So I think they should have some more investments right now, maybe into these US stocks or in some of these Canadian stocks. Going to be very interesting in the next filings here. So these is from September. That's not very interesting. Yeah, what's now interesting is the crypto holdings here. So yeah, that's at the end of the MD&A. We can see Bitcoin here right now. They have close to 15,000 Bitcoins. The fair value is 433 million, and they have Bitcoin held by non-controlling interests. Another 9,600 with 279 million here. Then they have Ethereum. In my opinion, they should have a little bit more Ethereum, to be honest. It's like close to 100,000, 72 million here. And they have a little Litecoin, which is also very interesting. I'm a fan of Litecoin. I like Litecoin because I think Bitcoin is the digital gold and Litecoin could be the digital silver. Yeah, they hold Tether. So you can see that the biggest part of the balance sheet is from Bitcoin here. You can see these two numbers together. That's a lot. And yeah, that's how they get these 850 million in digital assets. The biggest part is Bitcoin. So they're betting big on Bitcoin. I think Mike Novogratz knows what he's doing. So yeah, overall, great results here from Galaxy Digital. I think it's 540 million US dollars income for the whole year, but I think Q4 was like 320 million or something like this. So the biggest part was in Q4, and yeah, the bull run hasn't really started in Q4. So expect in Q1 like a lot bigger results here. Okay, so yeah, that's the Galaxy Digital thing here. Yeah, hash rate is going a little bit up here, but nothing special. Let's go to the difficulty adjustment. Yeah, so in 2 days it's going to be like 6 to 6.3%. So we're not increasing like crazy, but it's going up. Yeah, we can now see that the fees of Bitcoin are picking up a little bit. So yeah, I think when we get a breakout, they should be a lot higher. So often before breakouts, these fees go very low. So yesterday it was like crazy low. It was 68 Bitcoins or so a day in transaction fees. So I expect now that these things will rise. Also for Ethereum, we had a low here below 2 Ethereum, which is crazy high. But for the Ethereum right now, it was low compared to other days. Yeah, so I think it's preparing here. The mining profitability is good at 38 cents per day per terahash and 10 cents per day per megahash. That's very okay, I would say. Yeah, yeah, I'm very excited when these smaller miners here from market cap here, these Canadian miners, when they get released, when they get this breakout. I mean, it's time now. We were very patient, we were strong, but I really can feel you that you want to see now some price movement. yeah, maybe we have to wait 1 or 2 days or so, but I think it's not far away. I mean, I could be wrong. It's sometimes risky to say things like this, but I really feel it's time now. Okay, guys, so I think that's it for today. Thank you very much and see you in the next one. Auf Wiedersehen.